Edward Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 9, Season 1, The Seventh Lovely Tender. Early one morning, Sir Topham Hatt was telling Gordon and Edward their jobs. And finally, Gordon, you will take your regular York Express. Thank you, sir, said Gordon, but then suddenly he started to reverse. Wait, what? Cried Gordon. Oh no, he cried. He raced backwards and his tender fell into the ditch. Oh, the indignity, Gordon said. His brakes weren't put on correctly. Edward had gone to get the breakdown train for Gordon, but then suddenly Ryan puffed up. Hello there, Gordon. Ryan was known to be a rude, boastful, and the most accident-prone engine. Ugh, why you again, said Gordon. I'm just trying to help you, Gordon, said Ryan. Ryan was able to pull Gordon back on. Thank you, but then Ryan said, you'll need to get a replacement tender for a while. As I see, said Gordon, but then he remembered of the 6 lovely tenders incident. Will you help me with a plan? Asked Gordon. Certainly, said Ryan. And Gordon told Ryan his plan. They're ready to put it in action when Gordon came out of the works. Gordon had been given an extra green ETWR tender, just like how he originally looked. It was just as good as his old tender, but he gave a mischievous grin when Henry rolled up. How are you feeling, Gordon? How does it look on you? I feel great, said Gordon. That rust, it just brings me out. I love the bad looks, or good looks. I don't know what to call them, said Gordon. What? Cried Henry. Might be just a good change, said his driver. Well, let's hope for that, said Henry. The next day, Gordon, Henry, and Emily were in the yard when Ryan puffed up. I have this extra goods train. He has to go to Bridgington Goods Yard. Who wants to bring it? I can, said Gordon hyperly. Everyone hung their mouths open. What? Screamed Henry. What the steaming? Said Henry. Ryan tried to act grumpy. If you want to go, you have to go. I'll make our goods train faster. Gordon coupled up and raced away. Nobody heard Gordon say it, but he whispered to himself, "Ooh, a goods train, a goods train. What the shame of it, the shame of it." The other engines were stunned. Later that day, Henry and Emily came over to meet Duck. Duck! Well, pardon. Nice to meet you two again. We're not getting any happy remarks from this, growled Emily. Well, what's happened? Asked Duck. Gordon has a new tender and he's acting strange with it. Is there another lovely tender? Well, how much tenders have you collected? Beg pardon, but I only collected 6. Scowled Duck. It could be a possibility that Aaron and Aaron Burr could have not scrapped it correctly. That's not a possibility, said Henry, because they were scrapped. You are lying, sensed Emily. No, I'm not. Why are you getting angry with me? Sorry, but I think we should investigate, said Henry, puffing away. Me too, said Duck. Me three, but how do we find it? Asked Emily. That was a very good question indeed. Henry and Emily were sleeping with Gordon tonight. They were planning on to remove Gordon's tender and stay awake, but instead they dozed off. Zzz, zzz, cried Henry. But then, screeched Emily. What? Cried Henry. Look! Wait a minute, Ryan. Laughed Gordon. He was right there. What do you mean? It was a prank, you silly. Oh, I'll get you. No, you won't, said Gordon as Ryan pushed him away. Henry, Emily, and Duck were angry, but they also realized what fools they were for thinking that there was another tender, because they all saw there were only 6 tenders on their railway, not 7. And that was great indeed for all of them.